What's going on, guys? Austin here, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the extra points, week 7, 5-minute fantasies, booming and busting running backs. So, my start, maybe not start of the week, but I like Latavius Murray in this spot. For some reason, Melvin Gordon hasn't been getting the touches in Denver. Whether it was before Javonte went down, after Javonte's been down. Latavius Murray seems to be I wouldn't say feature back, but their new favored back in this spot. Everything in Denver's weird. So, if you've got like three guys on a bye, like if you have like a Devin Singletary and I don't know who else is on a bye, Miles Sanders and the guy out in LA. Like if all your players are on a bye, if you have Dalvin Cook from Minnesota, if all your running backs are on a bye, Latavius Murray should be a good option for you. Ezekiel Elliott versus Detroit and Tony Pollard versus Detroit. I think this is going to be a heavy running back game because one thing we know about Mike McCarthy is that Mike McCarthy enjoys winning football games more than he enjoys losing football games. He's not an incredibly cited coach. Like he doesn't have some very specific, like he's great in the passing game or he's great in the running game or he's great on defense. Nothing like that. But what Mike McCarthy does is Mike McCarthy knows how to delegate, and I think he is going to make a smart enough play to restrict Dak Prescott in this coming back period from this hand injury. Now, Detroit is one of the worst defenses as far as giving up points to running backs. And while they are one of the worst defenses in giving up points to quarterbacks, I think that's going to be slightly improved over the bye week in the course of, getting players adjusted to playing in the secondary. So I like Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard both against Detroit this week. Jamal Williams at Dallas. This is one of I would say not faith, but this one's more of a going out on a limb here because Jamal, he's not the technical starter in Detroit. DeAndre Swift is. Now DeAndre Swift is probably going to be coming back from an ankle hang up over the last couple weeks. But I like Jamal in this spot. He was actually getting more carries than DeAndre Swift was because it seemed like Swift was on a snap count, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was on one here. And he's got that type of run ability where he might end up, pushing, and then finding a quick hole and then just bursting through it against Dallas. And I think that's what they're going to need. It's just the volume of opportunity, and that's why he's going to have a few points this week. And then Travis Etienne against the Giants. I think the Giants, they're going to have a good run defense setup. On the other side, you can see I'm going to be sitting James Robinson. The Giants are a very good run defense, but that's why I'd like Travis Etienne in this spot because I think they're going to need to be passing to him a lot out of the backfield. Travis Etienne is the better running back in this franchise on this team, not by much, but he is better. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that he is a significantly better receiving back. And so look for those receptions to get him points this week. On the other side, Leonard Fournette against Carolina. Carolina used to have a great run defense. I don't know what happened over the last couple of years versus this year. But I've got a feeling that they're going to be able to do enough in the front seven to keep Leonard Fournette out of the end zone and keep him from catching too many passes. Derrick Henry versus Indy. Shaquille Leonard is, coming more and more into the defense. And so now for that reason, I think Indianapolis, they've got a good enough defense all around to make sure that Derrick Henry, who, really is just the only offensive threat on this team, I think he's going to be able to have a hard week. Jonathan Taylor coming back from the injury. I just don't like him in the spot against Tennessee, and Mike Vrabel, who's just one of the better all-around coaches and especially defensive coaches in the NFL. And then David Montgomery against New England. The one thing we know about Bill Belichick is that he will always take away what you do best. There's almost no player or team or franchise or situation in NFL history that's able to just be like, we're going to lean into our strength against the Patriots. We're talking like Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes. That's about it. Like those are the only quarterbacks that I can think that consistently beat Bill Belichick. Cam Newton was one of them. He didn't even have spectacular games. He was just able to beat Bill Belichick. And that was mostly due to the fact that running quarterbacks are a lot harder to stop from winning games. So let me know what you think about this video. Who do you have on your team? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Be sure to like and subscribe and stay up to date on all of our future content.